welcome to the Just Zander podcast. I'm your host, Zander Gray, and this is episode 14. Episode 14. Yeah, man, we're still going out here. I was just trying to think of genuinely a topic because I don't really plan as much as I should for the podcast. Like usually towards the week, I would have an idea of what I wanted to say, an idea of what I wanted to talk about, and then just go from there, And let's zoom, Phil. Hold on a second. I want to zoom this in a little more. There we go. I wanted to do a quick, I guess, recap from the last episode 13, because I was talking about self-realization and self-actualization. And basically what it is they're both very similar and yet so different at the same time. It's about really knowing your potential and knowing who you are, and with using the words, realizing your goals, realizing what you're supposed to do. And I think, to put it in a nutshell, it's about purpose, the purpose of your life, the purpose of your goals, and the purpose of why you're here, and all that existential questions that we have each and every day. So talking about those two things, and then throughout the week, living my life. Oh, by the way, full discretion, I set to release the podcast on, I think it was supposed to be on Tuesday, and then I got late. It posted on Wednesday instead, and for some reason the scheduling didn't work out. So I don't know if people got to listen to it on Anchor or Apple Podcasts or anything like that. For some reason the scheduling was weird. So the YouTube was up, but the actual audio podcast wasn't up. So anyway, I'll fix that for this new one. So anyway, I wanted to do the quick recap and then talk about how you have to visualize and manifest what you want to do, like, period. And for most, it's gonna sound like yeah, whatever, like that doesn't work. But I think it does. I think it really it does work, because you saying it out loud, you writing it down, you saying it to yourself over and over again, it's gonna come, and it might not come out the way you want it to. It might not happen exactly you want it to. It might not, but still, in that realm, in that path that you're heading towards, I think that's a win. I told myself that I wanted to do more videos. I told myself that I want to do more music and finish music and release music, and I'm doing it right now. I'm there. And it's so simple as writing it down, but I think writing it down and like, ask yourself. I had like two people asking me, like, in a perfect world, what would you be doing? And I was like, whoa. And there are days where I don't really think about that. You go live your life day to day and just hope that whatever you want would manifest itself, or whatever you want is going to show up, and then you're going to get it. And honestly, it's not like that at all. You have to go after it. You have to go after it. I'll elaborate. I've done 13 of these, and my throat still gets a little dry. So basically, it's doing what you love, or doing what you're super duper passionate about every day. And it comes down into that 10,000 hour rule, but I think it's like a lifetime rule, because if you keep doing it, then you'll get better. And then once you get better at your craft, It's about putting your head down and just doing your best, which is, this is really hard to do, is doing your best to not compare yourself to other people, and to not compare yourself for your friends, or people that are in the same industry as you are. They're doing better than you. And they are there, period. There's going to be people out there that's going to do better than you, but when you compare, it's going to take you away from what you're supposed to be doing, because then you're spending so much time thinking about their next move and thinking about why do they get this and why do they get that. Then you're going to forget what's really in front of you, and I fall into that trap before a lot, unfortunately. But you just have to really be aware that you're doing that, and then just tell yourself that it's okay. It's not your time yet, but you have to be doing something. You have to start. You have to start doing what you're supposed to be doing. And sitting there, I guess feeling sorry for yourself is not going to help. I know, again, like I said, I know it's very, very hard, because I'm speaking from experience. I feel the same way. And, I've had people, or a handful of people, not a lot, just kind of like, I wish I was more like you, or I wish I was doing, posting stuff and blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, but there are days where I don't really want to post anything. There are days where I don't feel like myself, and there are days where I feel like, what's the point? I do feel that. But you have to self-analyze, you have to be self-aware, and you have to continually find ways to motivate yourself, continually listen to the people that inspire you, watch their videos, listen to their audio, TED Talk, read books that's going to inspire you. And I'm telling you, when you get inspired, you just end up moving your feet, man. Like you move your feet towards the direction that you're supposed to be going. And again, this is speaking from experience. Like, I'm done feeling bad about what I don't have. I'm done feeling like I don't have enough. And it's crazy, because I have enough. I am so, so grateful of the life that I have, the things that I've acquired, the skills that I've acquired, and also still wanting to get better at what I do, still wanting to be a good, decent human being each and every day. And I think all of that is key into achieving the goals that you want. And depending on the goals that you want, you have to be specific. So if you want to be, let's make this simple, right? As simple as possible. You want to be a doctor, a lawyer. First things first, figure out, what doctor do you want to be? Okay, I want to be a pediatrician. Okay, so start going towards that route, reading all the books that you can, finding all the knowledge that you can, intern, doing, when you have to intern for move to the place that has the best hospitals or clinics or whatever. You have to do everything in your power to move towards that direction. And that's like the easiest thing that I can explain. Or, hey, I want to be a studio musician. Okay, intern at a studio, network or show up to shows and talk to a bunch of people, practice every day, play every day, even if it's 15, 20 minutes, whatever, play every day, know your skills, know your everything that you can to master the craft, do it. And it might take time. And some people are just super duper talented, and I don't see myself as talented at all, because I have to put in the work. And that I know there's so many people that I know and that are my friends that are so talented, amazing voice, amazing musicianship, and there's no room to feel bad about yourself. I think if you feel inspired and you feel passionate about doing what you want to do, I think you have to wholeheartedly invest in yourself and do everything you can to learn, do everything you can to execute what you've learned, and do everything you can to refine what you've executed and what you've learned. And the cycle continues each and every day, every day, every day, every day. You have to do it. And, I want a lot of things. I genuinely want to do a lot of things. Like, I love writing music. I love writing music. I love singing. I love playing guitar, playing piano, writing, composing the music, releasing it. But then I still want to do other things like video work or video editing and being behind the camera at helping people with their videos or whatever. Like, I want to compose for a movie. I want to compose for a TV show. I want to do more instrumental singles and EPs and singles for a full song for myself. I know I'm rambling right now. Doing samples for producers, and all of that is going to get me to where I need to go. Again, I think you have to ask yourself, in a perfect world, which will exist if you really, it's subjective. Everything's subjective, but in a perfect world, and it will be to you, what would it look like? And it could be anything. And 100%, it's possible. You just have to really, really work towards it. I know that posting every day or posting, it's hard because you're putting yourself out there. It's hard because, man, this shirt is, why do I keep picking tight shirts for this podcast video? They're all my regular size shirts are in the wash. And where was I? Yeah, okay. Posting is hard every day, or content or whatever every day. It's a pain because it sometimes it feels like it's taking you away from what you want to do. And for most people, they just want to write the music and just release or perform, and then that's it. But it's a huge but. It's a very important but. Your phone, all the free social media apps are there for you to utilize to the best of your abilities. And even if you feel like it's not worth posting, you need to post it. And then learn. Look at the statistics. Look at, okay, I posted this one thing, it didn't do that well. Why? I posted this other thing, it got like 1 billion likes. Why? You have to keep constantly refine what you're doing, and that is part of it. You can't just do music, or you can't just do videos or whatever without doing the business side, or without doing the marketing side, or without doing the content side. All of that is going to take you and push you towards the goal that you want, period. Know what you want, be as specific as possible, and then reverse engineer it, and then do the steps, do the reps, do the steps, do the hours. And every day, even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever, you need to do it every day. And I'm still doing it. I mean, I wrote it down, like, in a perfect world, and it will be to me, is to make music and release, to make dope music videos in general, compose for movies and TV, instrumental EP or singles to release, more samples for producers or musicians or whatever, work doing marketing and videos, and make a decent living out of it so I can invest that back into myself. Oh, my nose itches. Back into myself to get better. And people, here's the thing. You compare yourself to other people, right? You compare yourself because you look at what they're posting or whatever, and you're like, damn, that is amazing. Or damn, he's so talented, or she's so talented, they're so talented. And what am I doing for myself? I think if you post, the right people will pay attention, the right people will see, and you have to play this as the long game. It's not going to happen overnight unless the small percentage of people, yeah, sure, it happens overnight, but you have to look at it that it's not going to happen overnight, because it's not. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take years. Heck, I'm in my 30s and I'm still doing this. And yeah, I know that there are people like, why are you still doing this? Or I know there are people like, so, I mean, my mom, for example, I know she probably doesn't listen to this, and she probably doesn't know this. She keeps talking to my wife and like, hey, is he going to go back to school? Or hey, is he going to get a better job? Why did he leave his government job and stuff like that? I get it all the time, but it's fine. It's okay. For that, that's why I have a chip on my shoulder, and it's gonna make me work even harder to prove people wrong, to prove myself right, that what I'm doing is right. What I'm doing feels right, and you have to say that for yourself, because you they can't make you happy. They can uplift you. They can be there to support you when times are great and tell them they're proud of you, but you have to do the work for them to be proud of you. But again, that's not important. The most important thing is to love yourself and to do what you love and to work towards your happiness, because happiness is the end game. Your happiness is the end game. When you're happy, genuinely joyful in your life, in the life that you lead, all the other things that are hard, difficult, stress, it is part of it. It's part of your life, but it's not going to matter because you're working towards happiness. And that's the ultimate goal, is to do what you love. And again, like sometimes you're not going to be able to figure it out right away. Sometimes you're not going to know what you want to do. You're not going to be, there are days where I don't envy people, but it's more like, man, that they're so lucky. They just know what they want since day one, since birth. They're like, I'm going to be this. And then they work towards it. And then they get it. And then they work towards another goal. And then they get it. People like that have that self-belief is amazing. And I think depending on how you grow up, depending on the people that you surround yourself, it affects what you're supposed to be doing. It affects your mental capacity and your physical capacity to work towards what you're supposed to be doing. And I think you have to fight that. You have to really look at your life and the people that you surround yourself with. Are they going to help you get to where you need to go? And vice versa. If you're the negative person in your friend circle, and instead of, oh man, I'm so happy that you're doing that. Oh yeah, I think you should go for it. It's going to be hard. I know it's going to be hard, but it's okay because I know you can do it. You need those people around you. You need to have people that are also going after your goals, even if it's not similar to yours. Then you can pump each other up. And that's beautiful, man. And I know people that have homies that they just pump each other up, and they are very honest with each other. And I envy that sometimes because I feel like I don't have that. So I do my best to pump myself up. I do my best to surround myself with people that are also going after what they want and their goals, and that would in turn inspire me to go after what I want. And I hope that how I'm leading my life and how I'm living my life is also inspiring other people to do the same. Because I genuinely love seeing people happy. I genuinely love. And that's so cliche, that's so corny to say, but man, I love seeing people helping each other out. I love seeing when there's genuine generosity and genuine sense of community, genuine love for one another, and genuine love for what you do. That shit is God, man. You know what I mean? That shit is. I feel like that's what heaven feels is. If you want to talk about how spiritually, that's what it is genuine happiness and love for yourself and other people is amazing. Anyway, so I say just push towards what you want to do. Figure out what you want to do and do it. And I think it's also okay if it doesn't work out. At least you did it. You gave it a chance. And it's like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. It doesn't give me joy. Then move on. Do something else. It's better to try than to stick to something that is not going to make you happy. That includes people too. If you genuinely love somebody, let's go into relationship territory, but if you genuinely love somebody and maybe it's not working out or whatever, and you want to work, let's go see a counselor, or let's talk to each other, let's communicate, let's be honest with each other. And if that doesn't work out, it's okay. I don't think you wasted your life. Like, oh, I've been with him or her, them for 4 years, and I've invested too much. Like, no, I don't think so. I think those years made you who you are, made you realize, like, oh, I'm not happy. I don't think I'm making that person happy. And let's figure it out. Let's move on. Let's be friends. And then let go, Anyway, again, like, it feels like I'm all over the place here, but what I'm saying is, look inside yourself. It is a recap from last podcast, is to really look inside yourself and find the things that make you happy, and then just do it. Work towards it. Also, key thing is to also take care of your body. Mind, body, soul. Like, you have to take care of that. Then it just, everything will kind of align and work itself through and out the way it needs to. Because you have to be physically healthy. You have to be mentally healthy. And it's okay if you're not. I think working towards it, it's going to change your mindset. It's going to change your mindset for the better. It's going to change your outlook for the better. And then your soul, take care of your soul spiritually, and find something that you can anchor it onto and fight for. Know your anchor, and then work towards it. Like, I think that's what I want to do. That's what I'm working towards. I want to be physically healthy. I want to do my best to eat right and eat well, and, get my mind right. Let go of the things I don't have control over. Let go of the things that are making me angry, anxious, everything. And spend time with yourself, by yourself. And I'm lucky that I get to have this studio room in my house to be able to work on music, to be able to do this podcast, to be able to say the things I need to say to somebody else, to myself out loud, so I can hear it, speak into existence. And I think that's what you need to do for yourself. Sit in a room and just Take some time to yourself. Go on a drive. Go fishing. Go jogging. Running really. I need to run again, but it's been a while. I'm doing this half marathon thing coming up. I haven't ran. I've been working out, but I haven't ran. But anyway, spend time by yourself and ask yourself what you want. Ask yourself, what is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? Because you need to cut the noise out. Cut the noise out. When you can sit in a room in silence, or sit in a room where you just doing what you want to do, or talking to yourself, anything, then your thoughts will slowly conjure up the answer. Hopefully it will. If it doesn't, then do it the next day. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. I genuinely had a little topic, and then it went into something else. So I want to try and start a new segment. So what am I grateful for? Okay. I'm grateful for the things that I have, the people that are around me. I'm grateful for that I am continually wanting to better myself, take care of my family. And I'm grateful that I'm still hungry I'm hungry and driven into something I really want to do. And I'm so, so grateful for that. And I keep that. And I'm grateful that I am slowly realizing and actualizing my purpose. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing what I need to do and what I love to do. Man, I hope you can do that for yourself as well. So my homework for you is to ask yourself, in a perfect world, what will you be doing? In a perfect world that can happen and will happen for you, what do you want? And then reverse engineer it. And then I hope that you can come and talk to me, and I hope that you can have a conversation with me about it. And I would love to get to know you. I would love to hear your thoughts about everything that I've said. So anyway, if you're listening to this, thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I wanna work on doing more videos than just this, music and whatnot. If you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify or whatever, please rate and review. I hope that you give me 5 stars. I hope that you write a constructive review that I can hear, that I can read. If not, no worries. And I hope you have a great day. And again, in a perfect world, and it will be and it can be for you, what does that look like? Anyway, have a great day. I will see you next week. Peace.